Thank you very much. So here we go once again. We just had a belting game. Let's see where it will go this time around. Of course, it is a fairly deep south plane. It's going to cause a lot of problems for those northern teams. We may even see some adjustments from the likes of Winstrike, because obviously they're going to be looking, no, actually it will get to Pozo for them, no problem.
Yeah, it's Raise Your Edge I'm looking at, and a couple of the other teams, if they have
south,
a secondary backup drops. And with Reciprocity now in the further south, like we can see maybe a couple more teams on the southeast side, just purely because of playing path. Not too much of a bother. It looks like Raise Your Edge have their spot anyway. Reciprocity are okay for now.
The Na'Vi, ironically, are the ones that have switched, and they're going north.
I mean, it kind of tips up north a little bit, maybe feeling that more teams will go south.
Yeah.
And Winstrike, where are they off to?
So I wonder if they're taking like the reverse approach. Winstrike would be Pozo, because that's where they live. I guess Na'Vi will go up to La Cabrera. It's basically the backup home for Senya, really. Taking the old Joker's home. So Raise Your Edge, Porto Paraíso for the Raise Your Edge. So we'll see whether it works out for them. Obviously, normally up in the northern side of Cruz del Val and Tierra Bronca. So just a small adjustments. It's a bog standard circle, dead center. Can't go wrong with this one. Everybody will just be able to find their favorite compound.
I want prison.
Will we go north, San Martin? Will we go power grid? We had a bunch of power grid finishes in phase 1. Maybe it will go down south towards Picardo way. Prison.
I want
You're not
prison.
getting prison. You know, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen a circle go down this way, like encompassing prison.
Okay.
There's seen a couple of Valdemars and like the valley north of Valdemar, and then a couple to the east and west of it, but that's about it.
I don't think I've ever seen it there. No.
I don't think you can do it.
Okay, guys in chat, can you just help us out? Have you ever had a prison ending? Because I don't think it can go that far.
I don't think it can with
because
the settings.
Yeah.
With the circle
so
settings,
maybe
which are
games.
different to public games.
So
yes.
maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm probably like most EU players. Miramar isn't always my first pick. If I did queue it, I've never seen it go that far, even when I did play this. But I haven't done the crazy amount of hours some people have.
That's it.
But I don't think it can go for it. But I've definitely seen one, because I remember crossing that horrible bridge, and then to the west of prison is just like cliffs, so you just get screwed if you
go.
Well,
you can't actually go anywhere on that bit, can you? So it's just I mean, for entertainment value, I'd like to see it. For competition value, not too sure.
Sodom. Apparently, some people have had it once or twice.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but it seems quite rare. So we're not. I mean,
it's like it's the weirdness. If I say I've never seen it go down there because of the circles, but then again, we have seen the
island,
the
right,
eastern island.
So there has to be
multiple times now, which is bonkers.
But I always love those sort of circles, because you see teams in just everything's thrown out. It's just game on for everyone.
I like the fact that because it's got to the point where we had it like 4 or 5 times, I kind of know what to do. So you'll see them almost, when it's one of those circles, there'll be the groans, and then everyone's kind of edging for the boats and like, let's just get that position ready.
I really want that sort of extra bit of randomness in. There's sometimes, I know obviously if you're a competitor, that's the last thing you want, but as someone who wants entertainment, I occasionally want something stupid.
Well, I think from this circle, this central circle, I think we're going to see a hard shift. I think we're going to see almost certainly a second hard shift, the second phase. Going to be bouncing either north, south, east, west. Don't know where, but it's definitely going to hard shift. I'm certain of it. It's just because it's such a bog standard central circle. It's almost certainly going to hard shift one direction or another. Vitality is slowly creeping across to the left, which means they could get close to Unity. Raise Your Edge here down in Porto Paraíso, and M19 Valladolid has become their home, but it's a widespread home because Dimash and Elite Player are very far away. Dimash almost over in Kumasera, to be honest. And DA themselves, by the way, as if Kumasera wasn't enough loot for them, they've gone well spread and are almost pushing into Team Liquid territory.
Yeah, they do this quite a bit, though. They don't just stay within their little area. They like to spread out. You look at Erangel, they've been getting away with being quite greedy because that Vitality Reciprocity fight allowed it to happen. They could really spread through that kind of Rozhok area. So, interesting. Vitality moving in towards where Orange just was. Oh, a lovely bit of driving there from Jazza and Natus.
You're not getting that back.
No,
that's binned in the crates, that one.
It's a bit rough, isn't it? Not great.
I don't really understand. I mean, they're central, but I don't understand why they just bombed it down there. There was no pressure on them.
Player error, it's fine, but it's actually a pickup. Orange is a one-shot.
He's on nothing.
That's really nice. Shadow connected like an absolute animal on that through the fence. It makes it hard to see. Obviously, we have X-ray on, so it's very clear, but these shots aren't comfortable. Orange in the car and just getting the hell out of dodge, and I don't blame him. If you're being banged out by that.
If he,
God.
That nearly that could have took him out.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
he's realised
Orange is
the panic has come out. The sheer panic is like, ditch it, go, run. Kramer's up on the roof, but he's got the support of his team. You can see them in the distance. Dastish and Tears are in, laying down the cover fight. Now he's got the heel off, and now he's just going to try and limp away from this one.
Well, they've got a car back at least. That's something. After what happened with the buggy, they've got a car out of it.
True. That is very true.
And I think Unity are shooting the tyres out of it as we speak. So Orange is on the run. He actually might be able to get away from this. I don't know if they're going to overextend because there is vision across the way. FaZe Clan in an early fight, and they are folding on this one. CrowCrowd, you ain't having the same game again this time, are you, boys?
So what in the earth is he doing there?
I don't know.
He's so far. The rest of his team, like Tab and Senpai, is actually north of Los Leones, who almost might run into ENCE. He's going to take a couple of shots in him, but yeah, he's a long way away. I mean, bear in mind, that was near Monte Nuevo, so the rest of his team, like Los Leones to Monte Nuevo, that's a long distance between the team.
Yeah, and it's not like the plane path screwed him. That's just a really weird position. I don't know what happened with that.
Kemba was kind of over there.
Yeah, Kemba wasn't. Yeah, it's clearly what happened, but I don't know why. I don't know why you'd be looking for vehicles if you're in Leones.
And especially with that bit, like obviously I've watched a lot of PUBG. I don't play at this level, but I know for a fact when it's this circle, FaZe will just nudge over from Monte Nuevo. That's kind of like their lazy notion of a rotate. And, it's all they need, right? They don't need to go any drastic distance. They don't need to swing up to the north or south because this circle could hard shift quite easily.
Orange hasn't made it all that far. Vitality fighting for this. It is quite central. That's probably the one thing. It is a very central area.
Vitality in early fights. Name a duo.
Yeah. Speaking of that, where's Reciprocity coming in from there? Just getting over towards...
They're coming in behind them.
Yeah, they're actually, I was about to say, like, they're not pulling up. They're going right towards where Vitality are as well.
La Bendita at the moment, they're coming in towards Vitality. So they're actually going to pass on by, I think, road maybe.
But where are they trying to get to past this? I mean, if you're going central at this point, it's...
the compound south of Hacienda,
we've had
maybe?
some lovely driving here, haven't we? Bloody hell.
We had some cracking. I mean, we had some great driving last week as well. Yeah. Actually, now I come to think of it of who was the Knights guy that went flying off the cliff.
Oh God, yeah, that was.
was it Wanted? I think it was.
I can't remember now.
It might have been Snark. I'm not sure.
I feel like it was Snark. I feel like it was.
I think it was Snark.
Maybe I'm just blaming him.
Yeah, we'll soon hear from him if it was.
Yeah, exactly. How dare
that wasn't me. Wasn't me. But actually, they did well in that game. No,
yeah, they managed to do okay.
They actually came out considering. Yeah, Na'Vi
is liquid off the roof yesterday as well, and they just flew over it. That was.
Did Bestalosh get that crate? No, I think Senya's going to get the crate. Someone's going to get the crate for Na'Vi either way up in the north.
And they've got the whole north to themselves. For them, this is really nice.
Well,
even if the circle doesn't move
G2 have got such an easy move in this. They've just come out of Al-Zahar. Obviously, there's no one.
Central circles, man.
No one to the west of them. They've just gone sort of centraled up and towards TSM. Unity are kind of in the central spot at the moment. Obviously, this fight we're seeing with Vitality, which is why they're not moving, because they are pretty much plumb center. So let's see where this circle will shuffle over to. Senya's delighted, getting himself an M249. Not too delighted, maybe.
I mean, if it ends up in a city, you'll be laughing, but otherwise, I still don't like that gun.
Did you catch the sound, by the way, the M249? They were sneaky, weren't they? They did solo bullets, and I thought, is that sniper? Is that sniper? And then it went full auto. I was like, well, okay, it's M249.
I have no idea.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay,
it's not super hard.
It's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. FaZe are actually pretty delighted. This may well be a power grid finish. We'll see. I mean, San Martin's in there as well, of course. We've seen it sort of clumped around that area a bunch of times. Winstrike are kind of reading into this one and seeing it. They're going to go for this compound just to the south of them. It actually could be a really good move for them. FaZe also moving up to the hill because we have seen it finishing just in these ditches by power grid several times in Phase 1.
Yeah, I think this could actually cause that issue that a lot of teams will know this. A lot of teams have that feeling. We know where circles like to go now. We know the tendencies. You can see a lot of people fighting for that. It's not going to be easy anymore. This isn't just a get the compound. It's everyone vying for similar positions if they feel they have a step towards it.
I don't know whether I like it or don't like it. I like it because we're seeing teams kind of almost...
more consistency.
Yeah, they predict where it is, which gives the in-game leader a lot more information. And then they're kind of almost fighting for position because they know whatever compound they get, that is going to be the strong compound come the end. So it's kind of good from that point of view, and it's almost practice then once you've seen it multiple times.
Yeah. Again, there's benefits and...
Oh, Rafi, that's a bit ballsy.
Speaking of benefits, out on his own. The rest of his team, that's
Scoom
big.
just
Scoom.
belted Rustamar
It's going to
as
be go
well.
time. The others aren't that far off either. Scoom is going off. That's a double. Where is he finding this? What is this angle he's operating from? Rafi's in the open. Hacksteady finally pulls up. Truthfully, he's trying to get the revive. Mikas has to keep this safe. That's his duty right now. Hold the line. Do not let them cross.
And try and get in before they can get those revives off. Mikas just trying to throw out everything he can. There's a nade coming straight back at him. That molly forces him out. He gets caught in the back by Shiv. Reciprocity, have they waited too long? Scoom's coming in now. The nade doesn't quite catch them, though.
Oh, it did!
It caught Tripoli down. They just got the revive on and enter in all manner of trouble. This could be the biggest round from Reciprocity we've seen so far.
This is good. Good positioning from Shiv. Going to keep Mikas there. Force him into the eyesight of Hacksteady. It plays off. That's really good. We're down to just one now for ENCE. Where is he? I think he's still in the revive room where everyone's currently piled up. Scoom, desperate to get in there, but the smoke is keeping them safe. Oh, no. It's not just...
No.
What?
It's all right. They got there. They're all right. It's fine.
But how did Hacksteady die?
Get him.
He's not. No, he's dead.
He's gone. I don't know. But anyway, they got 4 kills, guys. That's 4 points. 4 points for Reciprocity. That's the big thing right there. They did lose 1. They got Kemba down at the same time. I think he might bleed out. While that was happening, by the way, NIP took TSM, one of their members, down. They came into San Martin, which is a little surprising. Obviously, they know it's NIP's home territory, so a little surprising they got caught there. G2 was seeing massive wide northern swing, and this could pay off because there is big open territory ahead of them.
Yeah, I like how G2 are playing. They're so kind of counter what other teams are doing. Sometimes they like the edge game and they stick to it, and I like their style on it. Now, this is quite defining. We've got Team Liquid and FaZe opting for other sides of the map here, maybe feeling that it's not going power grid. I'm wondering where this goes, because I know a lot of these teams will have reads.
So
right?
we've seen it where an IPR. We've seen it finish here multiple times in this sort of edge.
San Martin, yeah.
This power grid side, left side of power grid, we've seen it finish there multiple times. So that's kind of what they're maybe banking towards. Obviously, we've seen San Martin finish as well. So there's a couple of possibilities. We'll see whether it hard shifts left, right, center, or whether it does sort of donut in there, or maybe to the left. I'm expecting it to go power grid way. It might go differently. Obviously, with the teams certainly know it a little bit better. CrowCrowd playing on the edge. Okay, it is going to center up, so it's looking like where NIP are. This just sort of south of them. We've seen it finish here multiple times.
Yeah, this is the interesting one, isn't it? Different teams with different reads on how the circle plays out. Reciprocity and Team Liquid in a bit of a scuffle here as well. CrowCrowd are definitely trying to join in too. Couple of shots here and there. And Reciprocity look like they're up for a fight this time. They're willing to kind of take these. And a good enough position. They'll probably want better than they're currently in. It's not ideal for when that circle moves for the next time, because this hillside, where you can see Vitality, is about to go off. Yeah,
they're pushing up. They've managed to catch out. They've been engaged with Unity for a long portion of this one. That nade's going to finish off Blast on. So Crower will convert. So that's Unity down now. They obviously managed to catch Orange earlier. He did get himself back on his feet, though. Ooh, where's that coming from? Nasus just took a big dink in the backside. I think it was TSM maybe taking a shot on him, Gustav. Reciprocity actually pushing on the hillside just underneath Vitality there. So they've got very close and actually continuing on in the vehicle. So maybe right on top of them. Winstrike trying to pull away from this one. Do they realize G2's just over the hill? Jorski absolutely does not. They pull straight out right in front of Brexco. He should just be able to mow them down. Gets one knocked. Can push on Tixu as well. Tixu in all sorts of trouble here.
Yeah, Brexco should be able to play this out well, but it looks like he's lost a little bit of the advantage of that hillside. Doesn't know quite what to do with it anymore. Tixu's got a nade out. He does have support there, but Tixu has a second to think, but that second's going to be taken away soon. Udier not too far. You got Kaint there, Chris there, Brexco there. Tixu opts for this route. I'm sure Udier's going to see it. The mini comes out and Tixu goes down. Yeah,
nothing the Winstrike could do there. They were caught napping. They tried to go for almost a 2-2, effectively almost a greedy 2-2. They pulled up right next to that car. Somewhat surprising. Maybe they just thought they could try and catch G2 off guard, go across in the road there, but it kind of bit them in the backside. FaZe are moving. They're going south side of Power Grid. They're all in the vehicles. Razor Edge are right next to them. They might light them up. We're watching Reciprocity coming here. There's FaZe going across. Ooh, that is a big ditch that Mexi just found himself going. But where can they go? There's a compound ahead of them. Digital Athletics hold it. Another one. Unity hold that. So they're looking for ditches right now, and they're getting shot every step of the way.
This is when we'll find out how good their knowledge of Miramar is. It's not going to be easy either. Tap is right next to 2 players from Liquid. He's very close by. Razor Edge on the run, opting to stay away from the cars, trying to find any sort of safety in the circle. FaZe Clan have pulled up. It looks like they found a bit of an area to the southeast of Power Grid, but I don't know if it's got longevity to it.
Yeah, it's two little ditches that they've found effectively to keep what they can save. Reciprocity still down below. Vitality here, nothing going, but Tab's little backstab has kind of worked out here. I'm not too sure he can flush it out. He's going to get caught out. Jeeves will take him down, and that little cover fire working out well. The question is, will they be able to confirm the kill? I can see Senpai and Koa trying to take shots on Samty, but it looks like he's going to get revived safely. And he'll be back on his feet, so Team Liquid will be back to 4. Reciprocity still holding the hill. There we go. It swings back over to the side, so suddenly FaZe's little play has paid off. Yeah,
that's really good from them taking the initiative, but you got to look at that east. That eastern side is going to be filthy because there isn't much... So there's not much hard cover, let's put it that way. You can really compact towards Unity's compound, towards where maybe Dastish is, use the north a bit. There's a lot of ridges, so teams will be right next to each other. So this is observer nightmare sort of territory. Teams are going to look right next to each other, but there will be these small divots, these small areas they can play out of. But for all the teams who are currently holding it, your Digital Athletics, your Unity, your Vitality, they gotta shut down the gates.
I mean, what did Team Liquid do? They're on the far side of the circle. Do they just go up the hill, knowing damn well they've got like M19, Reciprocity, Vitality, Unity. Vitality, speaking of them, they've pushed in onto Unity's compound, so they're coming up the hillside. Navi, we see here, they've come across the road. Raise Your Edge are getting pressured by FaZe as they try and move in. DA are absolutely gunning it. They're going center point. This is how it may well work out for them. They're kind of getting away with it as well.
They get away with it a lot. I'm not surprised to see this. They often get away with it in these moments.
M19.
When it gets to these circles, they've got perfect center position. Whether or not they can hold it, that's yet to be seen. Unity and Vitality about to crash into each other. M19 and Liquid very close by. Liquid could be caught off by this. I don't know how aware they are of Dimash, of Constantine, of potentially elite player as well.
Yeah, Raise Your Edge, they're trying to move in, so they've pushed onto Power Grid, so that's going to bring the Knights into it. We just saw G2 also moving. They're also moving on Power Grid. There's the Unity battle going on. Vitality pressured and a double nade catching them off guard, all trying to squeeze into one little space. Some sweet revenge coming out from Unity there, I feel, trying to get him back on his feet. While this is also happening, M19 and Team Liquid are continuing to trade blows further south. Orange caught out, pushed too far.
Yeah, timing was off for him. He had a time limit to make that hit happen. And one by one they push, and one by one but they fall. What is this sort of play coming out from them? There was a time limit on when you can do that. Off the knock, you know the revive's going to come in. That was sloppy from them, and they've been punished. I know they had limited options, but that was not how you expect to see it play out.
Look at this, Raise Your Edge and G2 going at it. CrowCrowd's about to come in behind Raise Your Edge. They are absolutely screwed. There's not a lot that they're going to come out of this. It's going to surprise them. Unity also getting involved. TSM getting caught out, so they made the push away from this one. There's G2 catching Raise Your Edge out. There's Senpai catching him in the back. They are caught in a full crossfire, and CrowCrowd are benefiting from it.
Could still be an absolute devastating factor here.
Oh,
and that's what he's been. Take down Kate. Take down Braxico. That is exactly that angle, working out perfectly.
He tries to push around. He will finally be finished off. It's Udir that will take him down, but G2 had to pay the price. They lose 2. So CrowCrowd benefiting from behind. And now Rios comes out with the nades in that little ditch. You're not going to get away with it. They're going to push on them. This is, of course, Power Grid. It is the Knights' home.
Reciprocity just went up north. They found TSM. Or maybe Wookie Bookie's found them. Shiv cooks an aid. And is it cooked to perfection? No. Wookie gets away with it. Rory still alive, just bleeding by the wayside. Wookie needs to temper this now. Well, they need some help here because, as we speak,
NIP are coming.
Reciprocity hold this.
NIP are coming right behind TSM. If the camera pounds around, you'll see NIP about to strike. So it's going to be Reciprocity that pick up the kills and continuing. This is a good round from Reciprocity. Remember, they already dealt with ENCE earlier on. Meanwhile, FaZe Clan find themselves CrowCrowd. They made that push. So now FaZe are sweeping around the south side, but it is the hard shift. It will go towards NIP. This is what I was expecting. This is the same circle finish we've seen multiple times, and DA read it well. They took that leapfrog chance, and it was such a risky chance, but they timed it so well because everybody else was fighting, and they went center, and it's given them a good position.
They do this time and time again on Miramar especially. They are really good at finding that perfect time to just get in the cars, just send it right on in.
Vitality about to get M19 pushing on them. M19, by the way, they took out Team Liquid on this move. We didn't catch any of it on camera, but we could see they were fighting on the map down south because there's been multiple battles. Dimash is the man that's pushing. That's going to hit Nasus' vehicle. They're not expecting this. They had no idea that M19 were on them there, and they're just going to try and back away as quickly as they can.
This is really awkward for Nasus. He's got to thread the needle to get out of there. He's a one-shot. They get nothing. Oh, Scoom from up above.
It's got a
rains in fire. That's huge play. Who is this team. Scoom just going off, putting down the smoke, trying to build that wall. He's got players to the left. He's got Vitality pulling up nearby. You have NIP to the north. This is scary. Reciprocity need to keep that pressure up towards NIP if they want to secure that eastern front.
I got a feeling that Gaxi may well have disconnected as well. I've not seen him move for a long time, so NIP might be in trouble here. Miraku, the last man standing, possibly. We'll see, because I've not seen Gaxi moving. No, it's a light. I just saw him shift, so he's going to be on the case now, so he will move in. FaZe Clan just squeak into the edge of the circle, and it's not a lot of cover. Look at it. It's open territory across here. Really not too many little dips and divots. Vitality, they've just backed away from M19. Now M19 will find themselves in trouble because they've pulled away from it. The blue is on their backs. They've got to get moving. Vitality themselves, they're not in the circle either.
No, they're not, but they only have a hop, skip, and a jump to go. But you've got the new look, Reciprocity, apparently waiting for them. That's Scoom going absolutely wild. And let's see what they can make of this one. It looks like M19 are trying to build that smoke wall up towards the southeast, but they're losing out on players. D-Mash went down. You've only got so much to run to. Look at this, it's so limited. Vitality need to keep moving towards the north as well. This will play in well towards Reciprocity.
A team that's been very quiet is one in the distance. Na'Vi, they're slowly creeping in while M19 try and work it. There's still three-way battlers happening here. Reciprocity ready and waiting for Vitality. And it would be nice revenge, I think, for Reciprocity to finally get one up on Vitality, because Vitality have kind of been handing them their ass for the last 2 weeks.
They're getting tagged towards Scoom here. Scoom is not safe in his position anymore. He just got found by DA from afar, so this might mean issues for Reciprocity. They were setting up well for this, and it's a really good idea, but actually, it's a beautiful death finding Nasus. Iroh going to confirm that one. This is big play, and M19.
FaZe are sweeping up as well.
Yeah, exactly. This is big pickup points here. This is coming through well, but now here comes the blue. And that's Wanderer down. That's Na'Vi finding that.
Bestilos just got that from the far side of the circle, from the full north side of the circle. Bestilos just stole that kill away in M19. I don't know how these guys do it sometimes. FaZe Clan trying to pick up what they can. 4 kills and counting for them, but the circle will push on. DA, the only team in the circle, along with M19, who's just crept in there. So everybody's got to get close. Na'Vi are about to trip over Winstrike. Reciprocity and Vitality still going, but you can see FaZe now taking shots onto Reciprocity in those smoke clouds. But here comes Na'Vi in the back of Winstrike. No chance for them.
Yeah, but look at NIP's position. This is a really nice bit of territory for them. Pokemolodoy suffering at his hand, and it looks like Na'Vi might have to reconsider their options here. They can't just focus on Winstrike. They have to be careful of everyone else.
NIP making the way down. Vitality fall, and it goes to Reciprocity.
7 kills.
Still got 3 on their feet. As they say that, Shiv gets caught by ENCE, and he's continuing to put the spray down on him. Pokemoldy will finish that one off on Winstrike, as Shiv will get finished off. So Reciprocity down to 2. NIP moving center point. They've got 3 up, and Vard is the flanker. We're not seeing him. We can see Gaxi and Miraku on the left there, but far side. And now Fuzzface. Oh, that's a shot on DA. That's going to make the move.
Yep, that is going to be confirmed as well. The Knights going to catch out 6mo2. DA getting picked apart in all directions. The Knights folding in. FaZe folding in. This is not good. DA can't control all of these fronts and all of these fights. They did find Znuk, but it looks like it's too little too late. Iroh falling. Looks like they are on their last legs.
Far didn't get his shot from multiple angles. Reciprocity will steal that one away. Scoom gets yet another. That boy's aim is on fire in this game. 80 finds Iroh. That's finished off. Mert will go down. The Digital Athletics, who got themselves the center point, have been pushed from multiple angles. FaZe Clan making the move on Pittsburgh Knights, while Timmy tries to fend off 4 angry Russians.
Not feeling like he's in the best of spots here. It looks like 80's got a connection towards Reels to start with. Bestlodge going to be kept, I guess, tempered at this point here. He can't get away with it, because look at Reciprocity as well. But the rest of Na'Vi moved in. They find the perfect timing, they strike, and they work their way forward.
FaZe are making the move. They managed to get Reels down. Mexi's not looking for wards wanted here. Just got caught in the side. Tries to cook that nade. That's going straight into the smoke. That's going to be a double. 2 for 1. Drade in your gun. And that's actually a nades coming in, I think, from the other side. Yeah, they're all going to go down. You can see the red streaks of FaZe Clan nades come through. Wanted, the last man standing for them. So it's going to be 1 for Pittsburgh Knights, 4 for Na'Vi, 4 for FaZe, 1 for M19, 2 for NIP, and of course 2 for Reciprocity on the far side.
Yeah, Na'Vi, it starts looking like that late game beast they can really become. Already going to catch out Gaxi. He gets flushed as well. They did get the knock on one of the Reciprocity players right across on the eastern front, not flank. Almost got it. Now, let's look at who else stands. We've got Wanted, 1-man ban. Miraku, last man standing. M19 has Constantine, but we are down to the bigger packs of that FaZe and Na'Vi hold. And honestly, for me, I'm still looking at Na'Vi here, but the position on the circle is a bit worrying.
Uber sees him, I think. We're seeing Constantine on the move. He looks like he's going to get spotted out here. Look at Uber's movement. You can see him pushing straight towards him. Does he have an inkling? I'm not too sure. Miruku's got himself a little safe haven in a ditch and a rock, so he's happy in the circle. It's really down to these two big four-man squads between FaZe and Na'Vi. Who's going to engage one another first? You can see this lump on your screen. That's kind of blocking both their views at the moment. That is going to go away in a second.
It is, but I'm worried that Na'Vi are tunnel visioning Reciprocity. Obviously, you want to get that kill. Constantine is here in these steps. He knows there's a team up there. Fuzzface, Uber, how much damage can he do before he falls? That is the question. He is the only man who really holds back FaZe currently.
Yeah,
is there a chance for
I'm almost certain they saw him. Is
it
ENCE looking this way? No, he's not. Uber will get flushed as well. That is a tragedy for FaZe. They really should have pushed that multiple together. ENCE had an angle on him as well, but ENCE's about to get pushed in the back by Wanted. If he's not careful, he will swing around once he goes down. That little underhand nade is not going to catch FaZe. They're going to back away from this one. They don't know what's there. They don't know if it's just a solo guy. It doesn't matter. Reciprocity have found him, and they're going to finish him off. Scoom will get another
good pickup.
Kill.
Really good pickup, and that's going to maybe allow them a couple more steps in the right direction. Na'Vi surely going to see it, but Na'Vi actually look towards FaZe. They found the bigger beast to focus towards, and Pokemoldoy's kill on ENCE. You knew he was the one out on the flank. This gives time for Reciprocity to move forward. They can start getting in. It looks like Nate just came down towards Miruku. Position is no longer safe.
Yeah, Reciprocity could really benefit from this, taking the shot. Na'Vi, they can't go too aggressive on FaZe Clan here, because as soon as they reach the brow of that hill, we see the real red hit blip marks coming in from Reciprocity taking their shots. Scoom is absolutely on fire this game. That's a big nade. That's going to bounce in. Bestalosh finds them both. Fuzzface now the last man standing for FaZe Clan.
FaZe might have to wait their turn here. This is Na'Vi's map. This is their territory. This is not Erangel. This is the deserts, and it's Na'Vi's from start to finish. The M249 is just terrifying. Fuzzface is running. Aduzi's nade called off Miruku. That's him gone. This is top 3 territory. We've got Reciprocity getting the revive in. Still 2 alive. FaZe have 1, and Na'Vi have everything.
This is Na'Vi saying, you pressure us with 4 wins. No problem, we're going to take another. Let's see if it works out for them. Scoom will go down. Oh, Mexi might get revived here by Fuzzface. They've stopped pushing him. Don't know how they've managed to stop pushing him, but Fuzz, is he going to get him back on his feet? He looks like he might.
Maybe? I'm wondering if Na'Vi have lost a little bit of all the information. I think they've got a good idea, but that Reciprocity position is really annoying.
I think it's caused a problem. They've tried to push down. So Senya's moved in a little closer, so he's got further down. But 9 kills, 5 for Scoom so far. Big game from these guys.
10 seconds on blue.
A lot of points. They have to find a knock here, though.
Look at Aduzi, already pushed up. He's going to deal with them.
The blue's on them, yeah.
That's the kind of final call
Have they got any smokes?
Now, we did see the FaZe have managed to bring up their other player. Now, Senya is there controlling them. This should be Reciprocity done for. I don't think they have any smokes. They haven't been able to get away from this position in a long time. Here comes the run. Scoom goes down to the blue. It was an excellent run from the note. And what a big performance in the end. That's them done for. Now, where is FaZe? They instantly turn. They instantly get the information. And they get a big tag towards Mixi.
Fuzz got a knock on Pokemoldoy. He's going to try and push for it. But again, the push, the move, the play they've done, you can see Senya. Senya can just push straight up on them there. Fuzz and Mexi. Mexi fully healed up. We'd love to look over towards their point of view. But that M249's been down. That's 2 down for Na'Vi. It's now a 2-on-2. Aduzi off to the side. Bestalosh is going for the revive. FaZe Clan are not done yet.
It feels like a matter of time, though. I think that they've got this enough in the bag. You look at the positions they currently hold, they're very big. If they feed, then yeah, it's game on. Na'Vi, this is when your in-game leader needs to keep players in check. You can't let them get too aggressive, can't let them get isolated and go 1 by 1. Still the aim is there. Aduzi going to keep Mexi back. You cannot keep peeking this. And of course, look at that final position. Aduzi, Pokemoldoy, very much centralized positions. FaZe Clan would have to land some very big shots very quickly to stand a chance.
Yeah, they have to land one of those headshots right now. Aduzi is going to be the man down low. They try to get the spray down on him. It's kind of traded back and forward, but Bestalosh up on high should be able to have an angle on them any second now as they keep creeping forward. The blue forcing them. There's the hits. Bestalosh comes in. He catches them on the side, and Na'Vi will get yet another victory on Miramar. It's now 5 wins for them. They are back in the lead in terms of wins. FaZe were pressuring them yesterday.